quite the world traveler as of late. What's the vacation time been like for you?
I'm Joanna Traveler right now. You know, you can follow my new Instagram. Actually, I did that Instagram like many years ago, but I didn't have time to run it. But this time, I definitely have more time to do that. Of course, I'm joking, but no, I'm not joking. There is this Instagram, you know. But it's been good. It's been good. I've been traveling, doing some stuff. Good stuff happening in my life. So I took 2 months off. No training at all, but I cannot wait to get back to the gym on Monday after I will be back to Poland. Yeah, that's it.
I wonder because I think you put at one point like this is like the first vacation you've taken in forever. And so I wondered like, was it just important for you to kind of decompress a little bit? I mean, I think about the spotlight that you've been under, right? I mean, and I think you welcome it a little bit, but your fights have been so high profile and so tense. Was it important for you to just kind of get away from the sport for a while?
Yeah, that's the point, and I wanna take a longer break. Probably I will fight in the second part of this year, so maybe August, maybe October. Of course, I've got an offer to fight in March, but I wanna take some time for myself, train, learn. I love to train, I love to learn, and I wanna just. You know, do this for myself. This is what Mikey Brown said after my fight, like take a longer break. You just doing camps in the States. I spent 7 months last year in the States, and actually today I fill out the paperwork for my new visa, and I had to count the days I stayed. I'm like 80 days, 70 days, 60 some days. I'm like crazy, no life, you know. So I wanna stay with my family, enjoy my life in Poland. I have many ideas for business. I do nice stuff with the TV in Poland. I just got back from Mexico where I shoot a program. This program is from England. 50 Ways to Kill My Mom. I didn't kill my mom, but we had an amazing time in Cancun, and yeah, that's it. I just want to train, learn, and enjoy my life more. Like you said, I've been fighting a lot, 12 fights in the UFC, 9 for the belt, so all the fights were pretty hard and intense. I always respect my opponents, and I always put on good camps. Doesn't matter if you win, if you lose. I always want to be ready and step into the octagon 100%. And that's it. I'm looking forward, you know, to fight this year.
How hard was it for you to turn down a fight? Because I think you've always been proud to say, Dana calls me, I say yes, and that's what we do.
That's hard. That's hard. You know, even with no training, my family is like. I'm like, oh, I go for a run, I go to the gym, and they're like, no, stay home, you're not going like anywhere, you know. So it's good that I have good people around me, but of course I'm in touch with Dan Lambert, Richie, and my coaches from American Top Team. They want me to be back, and I want to be back, but I need to take my time, and yeah. So it was very difficult to not take this fight, but I will go down to 115. So I need some time to, you know, refresh my body, refresh my mind, and I feel the fire. I you know, people define like me as an athlete after my victory or lost fights, you know, but I put on great camps. Like before my last camp, I was like quality over quantity, but I did both, like I told you, like during fight week, you know. So I've been working really hard for the last few years, and yeah, I will be back stronger. That's it.
The last thing for me, I mean, I think you touched on it right there, but I think the big question was, what will be your next move? It sounds like you want to wait till late in the year, but 115 is definitely, like, whoever it is, it's going to be at 115.
Yeah, 115. I'm very happy that I could face the Valentina Shevchenko, and you know, I didn't feel the power of her punches, but definitely I felt her clinch, and that's the thing. That fight with Valentina went on and off, so I didn't have time to prepare like, physically for this fight, because in the clinching she was like super strong, you know, and you know that my takedown defense is very good, on point, but it was something like it was like a body lock. You know, I think I'm proud of myself. I did good. She didn't like smash my face as she did in her fight before, but definitely if I wanna compete in 125, I need to put like muscle weight, like build the power. But I couldn't do that before that fight with Valentina Shevchenko, because I was planning to go. I'm still planning to go to 115. So it was difficult decision, difficult fight. But my next move is 115.
How happy were you to see that title fight from the 115?
Oh man, I was getting mad at Rose. Of course, she's the champ, but man, I was a busy champion, you know, and you cannot wait, and you must defend your belt once in a year, and I'm very happy that I heard about this fight, and that this fight is happening, and then definitely I want to go to Brazil and watch this fight live.
You have plans to do that?
Yeah, I 99% I will go to Brazil and watch this fight, and I cannot wait to see my Brazilian fans, and there's many of them, and I wanna just go there, hang out with them, and meet them, and watch this fight, of course.
A lot of people will assume that you'll want Jessica to win because that could lead you to a quicker title fight.
It's not like I wanna fight Rose or Jessica more, you know, but. Jessica she has been doing very good. There is no girl who beat her in her last few fights, and we will see. But you know, someone can look better on the paper or in the rankings, but for me it's always 50-50, you know. So it's going to be a very interesting fight, and Rose must be very clever in this fight, you know. And I think that my fight with Jessica Andrade was one of my best fights ever, you know, so it will be great to see her again.
Seeing how the rankings are going in the strawweight division, is there someone who you can see who you would want to fight? Because I know you did fight Rose, you did fight Jessica. I know Nina has been climbing the ladders as well. What do you think about that division so far?
Oh, this division is the lightest division in the UFC, but it's definitely one of the strongest, you know. We put on a hell of a fight, and I don't know who's next, you know, and I've been fighting with most of them. Of course, the ranking got changed, like Tatiana Suarez is there, Nina. We are training together in one gym. Of course, it's a difficult decision to face your teammate, you know, but I want to fight for the belt, you know. I might have one fight before, but I'm looking forward to fight for a belt.
What are your thoughts on Nevada Athletic Commission comments about trash talking?
About what?
About trash talking?
I haven't heard about, so I don't know what's going on.
They said they wanted to sort of curb the trash talking before fights.
They want to cut it?
They want to cut it down, yeah, the bad language.
You know, I never curse. I never insult my opponents, you know. I'm intense, but, you know, you never heard me saying about families, religion, culture, about someone. You know, of course, there was a bad blood between me and Gadeya, you know, like, I'm always very polite at the press conferences, but when someone step on my toe, it's this kind of business. You must be tough and show your mental strength, you know, but sometimes it's too much, and I agree with that, but that's why fans love this sport, you know. It's something else, and they need it. They need to build the fights. Look at the fighters who made a big money and who are recognized by the fans. These who talk a lot, but the point is, like, back it up. That's it. Back it up.
I seen on your Instagram yesterday you were down in Adelaide. You've got some ties here in Australia. Why don't you tell everyone about your ties that you have down here in Australia?
About what?
About the friends and family.
Friends and family. Oh yeah. So sorry. I was planning this trip to Melbourne because I love this city. UFC 193 is still one of the greatest UFC shows ever, more than 56,000 people. So, and I have so many fans in Australia, but I went down to Adelaide for 2 days before I came to Melbourne. Good friend of mine, Paul Slovinsky, superstar in K1 back in a day. He helped me a lot, and I'm here because of him. He believed in me in 2006. He saw me in Thailand, and he said, like, you are going to be something else. I want to help you, kid. And back in the day, he had money. He was very popular, and he helped me. I could train in Thailand, and then I moved to Holland to Team Mr. Perfect because of Paul Slovinsky. So he's like my brother. So I just wanted to see him and relax a little bit, and that's great, you know. Australia is good. 10 years ago, I supposed to move to live in Australia, but I'm having a good life in the States and in Poland. So. Australia only for vacation.
Joanna, what are your predictions for the main tournament?
I don't like to predict the fights, but I'm a big fan of Kelvin, and this kid is something else. Of course, Robert is an amazing athlete. He went through tough fights with remind me the name? Yoel, and it's going to be a tough fight. But I think Kelvin Gastelum has been waiting for this title shot, and it's his time. It's Kelvin's time, you know. So that's bad. I'm in Australia, and you know. I want Kelvin to win, but of course the better man is going to win. But Robert is a great athlete. He's a great athlete, so it's a good matchup. But it's Kelvin's time.
What about the co-main event? You've got obviously two premier strikers.
Yeah, like
Who do you think is the better
legend and the young generation, and I don't like the idea of promoting new coming athletes or young athletes. In the fights with the legends, you know, they deserve more respect. But the thing, that's interesting match, and I don't know how to predict this fight. You know, it's experience and such an experienced Silva and you know young, hungry Israel. So that's an interesting matchup. I don't have prediction for this fight, so sorry.
Did you do any wrestling in Mexico?
Oh yes, I did. Actually, we have a show every year for. Halloween at ATT. I did my pro wrestling debut down in Florida, but I did some lucha libre match in Mexico. The fans went crazy there when I posted a picture with the costume on, and that's funny. You know, it's sport number one in Mexico. So I was happy to do that and learn from pro lucha libras. Something like this, lucha libre.
So it was you did a match, right? Like
I did a match. I was shooting a program with my mom, so even my mom did a match there. So it's going to be funny. It's going to be super funny program, and yeah, it was crazy. I won because my mom, she doesn't watch my fights, and we wanted her to like feel the blood, feel the fight, and maybe one day she's gonna come to the States and watch my fight. You know.
top turnbuckle, and if so, what was that like?
Say again.
Did you fly off the top turnbuckle, the top rope, when you were doing your pro wrestling match? And what was that feeling like if you did?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, like lucha libre, they
Oh,
jump off
yeah.
the top turnbuckle and they do like diving.
They do that. I couldn't do all the moves, so I took easy. But of course it's crazy. Yeah, I went easy.
When you were doing this, were you thinking like, whoa, Ronda does this too? Like,
Of course, I posted like, hey Ronda, I'm ready. Like, sign me to WWE. But I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Now I wanna be focused on my career in the UFC. There is nothing else, you know. After I retired from MMA, I will end my career in the UFC. You know, it was life-changing after I signed with the UFC. I'm blessed with the UFC, and I know people can say that I'm trying to stick my finger into the Dana's ass, but guys, I don't understand how you can talk crap about your employee after the fight. Take it easy. If you don't like it, just get out and fight for other organization. If you're complaining about the money, it's not only about to willing put on work and doing some media. It's actually, we all are employees. Like, we are fighters. There are people who are working behind in different departments. We all like working for one company, one name. So if you don't like it, just get out. Don't complain, you know. So that's why I'm blessed with them. And sometimes people want me to say bad things, but I cannot say bad things, you know, because it was life-changing. And I remember that I quit so many times before I was signed with the UFC because of no money, no sponsors, and no other possibilities. So I cannot say a bad word, and it's going to be my last employee ever. And that's funny because they ask me how many employees I had in my life. Only one, and it's UFC, you know. And I'm proud, and I am very proud of it. Thank you so much.